Okay, guys, if you love UA and consider yourself a UA fanatic, guess what? We have a club for that.
Yes, if you cannot get enough of me and Ash and can't get enough of the stories, you want a more intimate experience with me and Ash, we have a club you can be a part of, and it's called Supercast.
If you join Supercast, not only do you get bonus episodes every single week, but you get discounts on merchandise like the one we just dropped. You get solo episodes, you get AMAs, you also get scary stories every single month.
And literally, it basically costs the same cost as like your morning latte. So sacrifice one latte a month.
We're worth it.
And you get us.
We're worth it.
If you're interested, you can go to today's episode notes, click the link, and get signed up today. Still alive, but I'm barely breathing. Did you mean to text that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did it on purpose.
I almost like continued with the next line, but then
I texted you. You texted me and you were like, you texted me like 3 different texts and I responded with one word. And then I went to text you something and I saw that I responded with one word.
You actually do that kind of a lot. Like you'll respond very like short and then like minutes will go by and then you'll re-respond and I know exactly.
It's because I saw.
Yeah. And you're like, wait, this sounded like I'm brushing you off.
It's because everybody tells me the same thing. And it's this. If I have a red flag, it's that I'm a terrible texter. And I know this because literally everyone has told me this, including my best friend, including my sister.
Dude, your sister goes in on you.
Including my fiance. Everyone has told me this same message. And so there are days when I like go out of my way to like really be responsive. And there's days when I'm in a hurry or I'm tired and it just happens. And then I look back and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah.
And so then I try to fix it.
Well, love that.
Yeah. So she was like, hey, you're back. Like, are you alive? And then she said something else. And I responded, she was like, when did you get back? And I literally responded to her multiple texts with Monday.
I was like, noted.
I responded with one word and I only answered one question. And then I like didn't respond. And then like 10 minutes later, I was like, I'm still alive, but I'm barely breathing! ! Because another thing everyone says is I never use punctuation, so they can't tell if I'm like in a good mood or a bad mood. So I tried to fix it.
Yeah.
With a follow-up.
No, I was dying because I was driving. And so I knew exactly what was happening like in your head. And I was just dying because I was like, she's coming back and being like,
hey,
let me reset.
Let me try again. Today's episode is brought to you by Fabletics. And if you're like me and you basically live in activewear, then you know the struggle. The good stuff costs way too much. And that's why I'm so obsessed with Fabletics. So when I signed up as a new VIP member, I got 80% off everything. Absolutely everything, you guys. The quality really surprises you. These pieces feel like the kind of high-end activewear that you'd pay $200 for, but I'm getting that level of quality at a fraction of the price. That is what makes the membership feel like it pays for itself. Fabletics has amazing deals, but right now they're running their biggest sale of the year on top of that. And I've got an exclusive offer just for you. 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Head to fabletics.com/advice and sign up as a VIP to get 80% off everything. This is only available through my link. So go to fabletics.com/advice to sign up as a VIP and get 80% off. That's fabletics.com/advice. This podcast is brought to you in part by Stash. What if you could start investing without ever picking a single stock? With Stash, the experts handle the hard part for you. Stash isn't just another investing app. It's a registered investment advisor that combines automated investing with expert guidance. So you don't have to worry about figuring it out on your own. You can choose from personalized investments or let Stash's award-winning smart portfolio do the work for you. With Stash, investing doesn't feel like gambling. It's simple, it's smart, and it's stress-free. So your money can finally start working as hard as you do. Get access to world-class financial advice with personalized guidance for just $3 monthly subscription. Stash has already helped millions of Americans reach their financial goals. Don't let your money sit around. Put it to work with Stash. Go to get.stash.com/advice to see how you can receive $25 towards your first stock purchase and view important disclosures. That's get.stash.com/advice. Paid non-client endorsement. Not representative of all clients and not a guarantee. Investment advisory services offered by Stash Investments, LLC and SEC. Registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk. Offer is subject to T's and C's.
Yeah, but Ash is fresh from Japan. And I'm fresh from a staff meeting.
Yeah.
So we're both tired in different ways. We're both drained.
We're both
in
not
different ways.
here. Yeah.
I don't do well. Like, I feel like my life is full of like so many different aspects. And it's hard for me to go between the different ones because they're so different.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, usually podcast days, that's all I have. So wake up, get ready. I'm like in that fun mood to like come see you and to record the podcast. But going from like my other job to this, I'm like, I really am trying to struggle to wake up. And I just realized I didn't eat lunch. So if I'm dragging.
Oh, I should have given you my banana. I had a banana in my purse. I ate
okay.
it.
It's okay. Thanks for offering me.
It's literally gone.
Your purse banana.
There's some leftover Halloween candy right there.
That's true. I might just suck on that mint right there in a second if I really need to pick me up.
Some sugar.
But anyways, welcome back to the podcast. We're so excited you're here. I just wanted to take a second to ask you guys a favor. If you could just like our podcast, leave us a little review, a little star. Like it really boosts our egos and our, podcast success. So if you could take a second to do that, we would just love you like a little extra for it.
It helps us out a lot. And I feel like maybe as a listener, you don't realize that, but it helps us out a lot. So
yeah, it really does.
If you love us, show us some love.
Yeah. And then also, if you're watching, we're wearing our merch sweatshirts. I've been living in this thing.
Oh, it's so comfy.
It's so comfy. So if you haven't already, it's been really fun because we've been getting like little reports about how many people have like bought sweatshirts.
Yeah, I love them.
We're very thankful for everyone who's bought a sweatshirt. They're still up. So definitely get on that.
And a reminder, if you're on our Supercast, you get a discount.
Yes.
So
yes,
use your codes, people. Don't forget your
codes.
Use
your codes. Don't forget your codes. And yeah, it's been like so much fun. We haven't had merch out in a while, so it's been fun.
We skipped a couple years, so
we're
did. Back. We're back on track.
We really did. How are you, Ash?
I'm good.
Are you? Was this because you've been to Japan like a handful of times now, right?
I know. I think this was like my fourth or fifth time.
Where did this rank?
This was so good. This was so good. So I think in general, because one of my best friends lives there, Japan tends to be a very like centered in Tokyo and like family visit because I consider her family, and it usually focuses on like visiting her. Because this was technically a work trip and I went with a brand, I got to explore outside of Tokyo for the first time. So I got to go to Kyoto, which was incredible. And because I wasn't there to see Yuka, which was like, it's always great seeing Yuka, but because I wasn't there to like hang out with her and the kids, everything I've always wanted to do is I wanted to hit every single shrine. I wanted to hit every single temple like I possibly could. And because I was jet lagged, like on American time, it was easy because I was waking up at like 4:30.
Yeah, that's true.
And everyone was like, oh, you have to be there at like sunrise. And I was like, done. Like, I'm just going to lean in. I'm going to go to bed at like 7 and I'm going to wake up at 4:30 and I'm just going to do it. So I did. And it was great. And it was like incredible.
So fun.
And the brand Apothecary, who, if you guys watch my vlogs, I post them all the time and I use them all the time. They're like my favorite like mocktail brand. They're like the little tinctures that I put in like my poppies or my LaCroix, that they're super easy mocktails that I'll use before bed. They have other things, obviously, but I specifically like the ones that help you like fall asleep and calm down. They put us up at the Four Seasons, which was like central to like all of the temples, all of the shrines. Everything was within like a 15-minute drive.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
nice.
because of that, like it was like, I'm dumb if I don't do this.
Yeah.
You know? So I was waking up super early, doing all the touristy sightseeing, and then having breakfast and then doing our activities. And I think they did a great job of like diving us into Japanese culture. We did like an onsen, which is like the nude bathing. We didn't go nude, but that's the way that Japanese culture does it, is they bathe in the nude, and it's supposed to be a very like deep cleansing ritual that they do. Apothecary was very kind and rented out the whole spa for us so that we didn't have to do it nude, and we got to wear like our bathing suits. You also like can't show tattoos, so if we were to do it publicly, we'd have to like put band-aids over all of our tattoos.
Dude, I would be screwed. I have so many random tattoos.
The owner is covered. Like, she has them everywhere. So she was like, over half of us like couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So like they had no choice but to rent it out, but it was very kind of them. So that way we got to experience it. We got to do a Zen meditation with an actual monk. We got to do a tea ceremony and kintsugi, which is the like broken pottery that you put back together. So it was really cool. It was a really great experience.
Fun.
And then Tokyo was like my normal Tokyo, hang out with Yuka.
Yeah.
Vintage shopping.
Yeah.
Lots of sushi story.
That's so nice.
Yeah. But your girl's tired.
I bet. That's trips are exhausting. And I remember the first time, like, because you guys would complain about like, I'm so tired, I don't even want to go on this trip. And I remember being like, what? You don't want to travel? And then I went on a few trips in a row and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. Like, you want to be there, and when you're there, you enjoy it and you have so much fun.
Oh, it's a blast.
It takes you off your game for sure.
I will say, I am stereotypically known for like getting sick on trips like this. I think I found my like bread and butter for not getting sick. Someone we know recommended oregano oil.
I've heard of that.
Under your tongue. And I've been she said to take it like whenever you feel like a scratch in your throat. Earlier this year when I went to Japan and Korea with Remy, her mom, my mom, and Alicia, I took it every day, didn't get sick. I took it every morning with some orange juice, didn't get sick. So I did it the same, again, copy paste, same thing this trip. Gonna knock on wood.
Wow.
I didn't get sick.
Wait, have you gotten sick on a Japan trip before?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like, what if Japan's just like...
I mean, could be. They are like extremely clean.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, not this time, but the time before I have gotten sick.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I'm telling y'all, oregano oil.
Good to know.
I think that's it. This is my new thing from now on. Like traveling, oregano oil.
Yeah. Ash and travel sickness is the wildest thing.
It's bad.
The wildest thing.
But anyways, enough about me. How are you, Taryn?
Bruh, I have just like my life has just like, it's not been amazing. I just have a lot of like, I think I've been really stressed. I think I have a little bit of seasonal depression.
Dude, this time change?
No, it's hit me in a terrible way. My grandpa's like not doing well. So it's been just a lot of, like when it's like, everything in my life is going good, but when you have something that's like so deeply impacts you, it kind of puts like a like meh lens on everything. Like that's kind of how I felt. So I've just been really trying to like get through it, to be honest. Like the last few days I've taken a nap in the middle of the day, which is not like me. Like I'm not a napper. Even if I try to nap, I can't.
That's your body telling you.
I just, I'm running on fumes, and I didn't feel like trying to force sharing some like happy update, because I feel like so many people listening to are probably in that state of life. Like there's just chapters where it's like, I'm not having fun at the party. Like I'm here, I'm thankful I got invited, but I'm not having fun. And that's kind of where I'm at right now.
No, I'm sure a lot of people are relating to that right now, especially the seasonal depression.
Yeah.
It's too early to be getting dark.
Yeah.
And that affects everybody in different ways.
For sure.
And it's
like,
shocking every time, every year it's shocking.
I've never really experienced it before, but that's why I think I'm just in a lower like emotional, mental capacity. So it's like hitting me like worse than it has. I don't know. It's just, if you ever have like had a family member who's like gotten older, and it's like you're in this weird zone where it's like I know he's going to heaven, and I know my Oma's up there, and I know that's like where he wants to be, and he's suffering right now. So it's like this weird dynamic where it's like I don't even know what to pray for, because it's like he's started having strokes and like blood clots, and it's kind of at a place where they're like, we can't treat this because it'll affect this, and we can't treat that because it'll affect that. So I feel like it's just this limbo, and I'm watching my mom, which she's definitely listening to this and sobbing in her car, I guarantee, but I'm watching her try to be like so strong and like take care of him. And as her daughter, it makes me like worried about her.
Yeah.
So it's been like a lot. And I think sometimes like in life, like you have to like acknowledge that and like push through. And so that's kind of where I'm at. Like, again, I'll be fine, happy to be here, but it's heavy. And then you add on top of that just like the weight of like all the stuff happening in the world, and it's just like it's a lot. So I'm in a delicate place, but like I'm okay. Like I am okay, but it's just been like a week for sure.
Day-to-day life is hard enough as it is. Throwing on top of that,
I know,
family issues or family health problems, or like what you're going through with your grandpa, like that just makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
And yeah, to watch your own parent like have to go through that. That's a whole other level to an already like difficult time.
For sure.
And then you throw the time change on top of that, and you're like, I'm already down bad.
Oh my
and now
God.
I'm feeling this.
I know. Like the slightest inconvenience.
Yeah.
I'm like, the other day, like someone invited me to something. I just had this moment where I was like, I'm not going. Like,
yeah.
I can't. I've been watching, I think I'm on my 6th. I'm rewatching British Bake Off because it's
comfort
literally
show
therapy to my soul.
I just watched the finale because I was behind.
Oh, I'm
of
behind.
The trip.
I haven't like caught up on those because I've been watching other seasons, but yeah, I'm on like my 4th or 5th season I'm rewatching. And I just lay there and I just like bask in that, and I just like kind of am in like survival mode a little bit.
My last big depression, I watched that and Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Something about those shows. There's something specifically about those shows that helped me a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I wonder if British baking show makes sense because it is literally
pure, positive, colorful.
Yeah,
even
you
the music.
Fall in love with them. You like watch their bakes. You're like stressed, but then it all works out. And then even when they leave, they're okay. It's like it hits all the areas. And then I wonder if Stranger Things is because that was during COVID, which was a very low time, and that brought us like something that kept us like entertained and like okay. So I wonder if it's tied to that.
Maybe, but I like that first came out when I was in college. So I'm thinking it's like
the first season? What season are we on?
I don't know, but I watched the first season after coming back from Iceland with you. I was sick because I get sick when I travel.
And all of this goes back to
but yeah, it came out when I was in Biola.
Yeah.
Today's episode is brought to you by Fabletics. If you guys have been following me on my vlog channel for a while now, then you might remember that I was a Fabletics ambassador for like 2 years during 2019 and 2020, I believe. And to be honest, I've been a fan ever since. I still have pieces from that original ambassadorship that are still going so strong that I will never get rid of because they fit me so good. Everything from their workout gear to their loungewear is so luxe. It is so soft and buttery smooth, but so flattering at the same time. time, and we love that. And if you're like me and you basically live in activewear, then you know the struggle. The good stuff costs way too much, and that's why I'm so obsessed with Fabletics. So when I signed up as a new VIP member, I got 80% off everything. Absolutely everything, you guys. The quality really surprises you. These pieces feel like the kind of high-end activewear that you'd pay $200 for, but I'm getting that level of quality at a fraction of the price. That is what makes the membership feel like it pays for itself. And the fit and feel are really dialed in, like no waistbands rolling down, joggers that actually keep their shape, jackets that are warm without bulking. It solves all of the usual issues I've had with activewear while still being soft and breathable and durable enough for workouts, travel, and everyday wear. And of course, it also helps knowing that Fabletics has a built-in community of over 2 million with an M VIP members and more than 100 retail stores, which makes me feel like I'm joining something that people already love and rely on. Now, obviously, when you're scrolling through, you're going to see a ton of different options on their website. I have to recommend anything from the Pure Luxe line. Pure Luxe is my absolute go-to. Why? Because it is form-fitting and flattering on literally every body type, but it's also buttery soft and smooth and is very layerable. So yeah, specifically the Pure Luxe leggings, but honestly anything from the Pure Luxe line, highly recommend. Fabletics has amazing deals, but right now they're running their biggest sale of the year on top of that, and I've got an exclusive offer just for you. 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Head to fabletics.com/advice and sign up as a VIP to get 80% off everything. This is only available through my link, so go to fabletics.com/advice to sign up as a VIP and get 80% off. That's fabletics.com/advice. Shall we?
Yeah, let's get into it. Thanks for, giving me space to be real.
Oh no, that is what we do here.
I just, when you just I don't even have the effort to
if we can't be real
pretend.
Here. Yeah.
I'm just it's always funny when people ask you hey girl, how are you? And when they get you in that one moment where you're I can't even fake oh, I'm cool, I'm good. It's you just look at them and you just start crying.
You're not
it's
today.
I hit that. I was just I don't have an update.
And they're oh, I didn't, I didn't know it wasn't
I'm so sorry I asked.
No, if we can't be real here, what is the point?
No, for sure.
That's the whole point of this podcast.
The whole point of this podcast, I think I said that on my solo, is what I love about our podcast is just the humanity of it. And we're all struggling. We're all feeling alone in our lives. So to come on for this hour, to connect with, whether you're connecting with me and Ash or you're connecting with the story written in, it's it all makes you feel not alone.
Oh my God. It makes me feel so not alone. And I'm literally going to shout out my sister's podcast right now. My mom went on it.
I have not. Is it beautiful? Is it come out yet?
It came out today.
Okay.
I'm only halfway through. I've cried probably 5 times.
Oh, I'm going to sob.
And I know these stories already. I've heard these stories already. But hearing her talk about it in this way and her and Alicia discuss it and hearing her not in person and us talking about it, but hearing her through the speaker talk about it makes it feel so much more real I can't explain it, but it feels so much more real hearing it through a speaker than it does hearing her tell me in real life.
No, it makes sense. Though.
Maybe because I've heard her tell me these stories multiple times over my lifespan, it's just something I've grown up hearing about her life story, but hearing it through the speaker, something flipped and I just I cannot believe all of the things that she's gone through, and it's crazy. And I really would encourage everyone listening here to go listen to that story, because if you have experienced anything difficult, I bet my mom has experienced it, and I bet you would relate to it in some way. And it was just I think that specific episode and our podcast, I think it's supposed to be a very safe place for people to be able to come and relate and connect. And that's what this community is supposed to be for. And yeah, I'm glad you shared. I'm glad my mom is sharing. I'm glad all of you guys, our listeners, feel safe to share, because that's the whole point of all of this.
Amen.
Boom.
Hallelujah.
All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and get into today's Tearing It Up. This is a good one.
I'm ready. I need the laugh.
Yeah. I'm not going to say the title because it gives everything away, all the good stuff. So we're just going to dive right in. Hey, ladies. First off, I just want to say how much I love your podcast. I love listening to each and every episode and look forward to a new episode every Monday. My name is Bailey, and yes, you can say it. This story still haunts me to this day and probably will continue to for who knows how long. I'll try to keep this one short. This happened when I was a freshman in high school, and for background, I was on the girls' cross-country team. We had practice every day over the summer, and on my birthday, the team was doing a scavenger hunt for Fun Friday. Our run was fun and everything was good until we got to the final prize, popsicles in the bleachers. The boys' team, who was doing the hunt with us, arrived before us and let us know that all the gates were locked and we'd have to climb the chain-linked fence to get to the bleachers. Because, of course, the only coaches that were issued keys were the lacrosse coaches. The boys had ended their run and were already enjoying their popsicles. I was slower, so was towards the back, and let me just say, I've always been afraid of heights, even just a fence after breaking 6 bones as a kid. Anyways, my team climbed the fence with ease, and soon it was just me left to climb over, with 2 of my friends and some of my teammates waiting for me on the other side. The fence that we were climbing directly faced the field where the boys' lacrosse team was doing their summer practice. So, weary of climbing a sketchy chain-link fence, I made my way up the fence until I made it to the top. Right as I was about to swing my leg over, I lost my footing. Unfortunately, for me, I was slightly leaning over to get more leverage, so when I fell, my sports bra and tank top were caught in the fence as I fell.
Oh, no. I was guessing the shirt. I was not guessing I got the sports bra.
And so my entire chest was bare for everyone, including my entire team and the entire boys lacrosse team to see. What makes matters worse is I was stuck on the fence.
I'm just picturing her hanging like,
I'm picturing her
like, what do I grab? The
like
fence or
flailing
my
and like trying to
tatas?
grab, but like it's stuck up here,
Yeah.
you know? And like if it's stuck, like her arms are probably like in it. And so like, what do you can't grab anything. So like, but like your weight is like, what do you do? Like, it's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh man. To make matters worse, I was stuck on the fence. I couldn't get my sports bra and tank top unstuck from the top of the fence without completely taking them off because they were still around my neck. And so after being stuck for a mortifying minute and a half, I was finally able to get unstuck and sprinted away, forgetting about the popsicles, and cried while I waited for my mom to pick me up. I had a massive crush on the captain of the lacrosse team, so to think that he witnessed that was just too much for my little 14-year-old self to handle. No one on my team spoke of that day ever again, but it's always a fun party story and cracks me up just looking back. Hope you enjoyed this and it made you both laugh.
I'm
Bailey.
I'm surprised that didn't get him to like ask you out.
I would have been like,
especially at 14.
a free peep show.
That's all boys think about.
I mean, yeah, this one was titled Tearing It Up, Accidentally Flashing the Entire Boys Lacrosse Team.
Woof, man.
It was pretty bad.
Woof.
That's pretty bad. In high school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's bad enough, period. But in high school, like...
Also, there's nothing worse than like an accidental flash. Like, it's so much more than just like tripping or falling or what like the aspect of like someone saw a body part of mine like that.
And not just like a quick flash.
No, being like stuck.
Minute and a half.
Yeah. Minute and a half.
Probably flailing, trying to, oh man.
Yeah.
Bailey, I'm so sorry, but
That's
thank
a
you
great
so
story,
much
though.
for sending it in. If you guys have any funny gym tearing it ups, please send them in ASAP. We need them all immediately. Thank you, please, and thank you.
Let's write this in. And actually, the story is from me to Ashley. Just kidding. It says, help. Do I initiate the friendship breakup?
What is happening here?
Just kidding.
Am I being broken up with?
Just kidding. Okay. Hi, girls. I am extremely stressed and need your help ASAP. I love you guys so much, and y'all get me through long Mondays.
We love you.
Anyways, here's the situation. My name is but I would like to stay anonymous. Everyone together.
Believe it, Michaela. Please.
I am 19 years old from Canada. You could describe me as an introvert extrovert. Would you describe yourself as that?
Yep. I took a test.
Introverted extrovert.
Yeah.
So are there extroverted introverts?
Yes.
Because I think I got a smidge of that. I've never been able to pinpoint why it happens every once in a while, but there will be a situation where I fully shut down and you would have thought I'm like the most shy person in the world, which I'm clearly not.
Yeah. It just means that I am able to be extroverted if I need to be, but it doesn't come natural, and it exhausts me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm a homebody who loves reading, baking, going to the gym, etc. I feel like you sound like you have a very mature life for a 19.
I feel like we're the same person.
I feel like I can't relate to that. At 19, I was a hot mess. You could not catch me in the same place like 2 days in a row.
How old is she again?
19.
That's when I found my scone recipe.
Okay. That's when I met my biggest mistake.
Same person. Same person.
Okay. Oh, she continues. Very much alone in peaceful activities, LOL. I am in my second year of university and living at home. I have a boyfriend of 3 years who is the best. I really do love my life, except for one thing.
Of course. What is it? Give it to us.
My quote unquote best friend.
Oh, the quotes.
I know. That's a statement.
Oof, that is a statement.
If anyone ever was like my best friend to me, I'd be like,
oof. If someone used quotes on me.
Yeah. My best friend and I can never seem to get along anymore. We can call her Marie. I have known Marie for almost my entire life. We met in the 2nd grade, but became closer when we got to high school. We always got along, bonding over shared family, traumatic experiences, and hobbies. She really got me through some tough times, but things have changed since then. After graduation, things started to shift. She broke up with her awful boyfriend, which I thought was great because I hated him so much. However, she started to hang out with people who, let's just say, maybe aren't the best influences or nice people to be around. She moved in with a girl she barely knows. She started going out partying all the time, making it seem so cool that she would get drunk and go out every weekend. From a very young age, I never was like a partier. Mm-hmm. Like I grew up very conservative, very sheltered. So like that lifestyle didn't tempt me. It scared me because I was like, I'm going to get in trouble.
Same. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to get grounded. But even then, I have always thought it's the cringiest thing when people think it's a flex, like how drunk they get. And like, there's a difference between like funny drunk stories, like, oh my gosh, last night, like blah, blah, blah. Like that's funny. Mm-hmm. But when it's like, oh, like I party so much, I'm such a partier. Like I'm just like, I don't understand why that is a flex.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like say like, oh, I love a good time. Like I love going out. But when it's like, oh, you know me, I can't remember anything the next day. Like I've never sorry, I just hit the mic. I've never understood like the pull of that or like why that's used as a like, this is the top of my, what's it called that you give jobs?
Interview?
This is at the top of my resume. I get drunk.
Yeah.
I party hard.
Yeah.
Like I've never understood that.
Yeah, I think maybe people are using it as like, oh, I have a good time. Like you'll have a good time with me. But yeah, I get what you mean.
There's just those people that push it harder than
others.
Than it needs to be.
You're like,
like, cool, that's awesome. I don't know where else to go from here.
Okay.
Anyways, she has a retail job and seems to be very undecided about her future, with no one really to push her or motivate her, as her parents aren't also the best. She's honestly become a totally different person. Now, I totally understand that we are both young, and sometimes young people need to go through a party or rebellious phase in their life, but it just seems like one bad decision after another by sleeping with random guys, posting excessively on social media with flirtatious photos, ditching all of her old high school friends, etc. Her and I are at the point where we hardly text, and if we do, it's because I initiate it first. I'm always the one to ask to hang out, which I'm always met with, I'm busy, or I already have plans. Ugh.
Oof.
We get it.
Yeah.
Your life is so cool. If we do hang out, she only talks about herself, never asks about how I'm doing or what is going on in my life. She talks about people as if I know them, sort of acts like I'm boring because I can't relate to her lifestyle. I can't stand this girl. I can't, because I picture her like she is like a movie character.
Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to form like a very specific image.
I can already, and me and Sandra, you don't know who Sandra is?
Exactly.
We went to this new place, you probably haven't heard of it. It's called This, and it's this like indie band we listen to. Like,
yeah, she's talking about like if and when they do hang out, she's talking about all of her other friends in front of her and like not including her.
Yeah.
And in a way, like trying to like shove them in her face. This is me reading into this, but like that's the kind of vibe I'm picking up on. Yeah.
It's very like mean girl vibes.
Yeah.
Every hangout feels so forced and awkward because it feels like there's distance between us and we don't even know how to talk to each other anymore. It's exhausting. It feels like I'm the only one putting in effort. I have a crazy busy life being a full-time student while also having an almost full-time job as well. So how can I seem to make time and put in the effort, but she can't? I am in a constant debate on how to handle this. Should I just appreciate her when she comes around or when she answers my texts? Just sort of take what I can get and accept that people change and move on? Or should I protect my peace, know that I deserve a better best friend than that? Do I distance myself? Do I have a conversation with her? Which always seems to end up being more complicated, gives me anxiety, and just makes me scared. LOL. I am not really confrontational. Oh my God, you are, Ashley. And would rather just sit and be upset. Everyone in my life knows her and has their own relationships with her. So I kind of can't get an unbiased opinion from them. I need help. I feel like I deserve better and can see better friendships in my life than ours, but she has always been my best friend. I genuinely don't know what to do. Any advice would be so appreciated. Sorry if this was complicated or long. Love, Anonymous.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Stash. What if you could start investing without ever picking a single stock? With Stash, the experts handle the hard part for you. Stash isn't just another investing app. It's a registered investment advisor that combines automated investing with expert guidance. So you don't have to worry about figuring it out on your own. You can choose from personalized investments or let Stash's award-winning smart portfolio do the work for you. With Stash, investing doesn't feel like gambling. It's simple, it's smart, and it's stress-free, so your money can finally start working as hard as you do. Get access to world-class financial advice with personalized guidance for just $3 monthly subscription. Stash has already helped millions of Americans reach their financial goals. Don't let your money sit around. Put it to work with Stash. Go to get.stash.com/advice to see how you can receive $25 towards your first stock purchase and view important disclosures. That's get.stash.com/advice. Paid non-client endorsement, not representative of all clients and not a guarantee. Investment advisory services offered by Stash Investments LLC and SEC, registered investment advisor. Investing involves risk. Offer is subject to T's and C's.
These are, dude, there's something that comes with relationships that have chunks of time behind them.
Totally.
Because that can be friendships, that can be even dating. Like there's stuff, if a guy in the first month of you dating did the same thing that he did 2 years into your relationship, your response is going to be very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
Totally.
Like month in, you're like, ew, red flag, I'm out. 2 years in, you're like, wow, that really hurt me. Like, we got to work to figure this out.
Yeah.
But there's just something that comes when you have that person that has always been your best friend and you feel like you're doing something wrong if you walk away from that friendship.
Yeah. Remind me how old they are again?
19.
Okay.
This is by the way, this is very much the age that what you're going through happens.
Taryn,
very much.
We're just always on the same page. I was literally going to say that. I'm just
sorry.
This is, girl, we are the same person. I've experienced this before, and at the same age, I had the same thing happen. And now that I am older and wiser, I'm able to look back at it and realize that me and the friend that I had a split with, nothing was wrong with her. She did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I did nothing wrong. We simply grew apart.
Yeah.
Because we grew up and we grew into different people, because we were growing into different people, because we literally were children when we met, and we grew into adults who formed into different people. We were no longer the children who were best friends. And now that I'm an older woman and able to look back, I think because I'm younger than this friend of mine. And I think at the time I resented her because I felt like she left me. But that was very naive of me to think that. And if she were here, I would apologize if I ever hurt her feelings, because I think I put a lot of blame on her for our friendship ending, when in actuality, we simply grew apart, and there's no one's at fault for that.
But I think you need to give yourself grace to an extent of like, yeah, as you're older, like that comes with maturity, right? Like that's on maturity.
And that's on maturity.
You look back at your life, you're like, wow, this is actually what was going on. But that doesn't take away from like the feelings you have when you're young. Like
right.
At that time, that probably felt very traumatic and felt like you were being abandoned, and there's so much that comes with that. And I think it's important to always like give yourself grace too when you look back in life.
Yeah.
Because at the time, like those are very real emotions.
Right.
As you get older, you look back and you say like, oh, we're so different. Like we were trying to stay in the same cookie cutter mold that we had both been in for so long, but we're totally different. Like material, shapes, everything. Like we can't fit into the same thing. So it makes sense. But in that moment, there's nothing more heartbreaking than feeling that
tear
pull away. And I think that's what like Anonymous, you're deep into now. And it is, someday you'll get to the point like me and Ash where I look back at certain friendships and I'm like, that's exactly what was meant to happen. And I'm glad that we both ended up in the place we are now. And sometimes you even can like reconcile those friendships later, like once you guys kind of like settle. But I think in the moment it is very triggering. It's very heartbreaking because you don't think of a friendship as something that could not be there anymore.
Right. And at that moment, you're saying goodbye to your friend of second grade. Yeah. You're saying goodbye to your friend in sixth grade. Where I'm at now, I'm able to say, no, that was my best friend in second grade.
Yeah.
And I'm able to cherish those memories and be like, God, she was the best friend I ever had all through those years. And I'm so grateful for that friendship. We parted ways in our 20s, and that's fine. And honestly, I'm grateful because I bet if we didn't, I never would have met you.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have left home and gone to LA because I would have been comfortable. I like left home because I was starting to run out of friends, and I was like, I want to meet like more people, and I want to go to LA. And I honestly wouldn't be shocked now if I ran into her, if we're more similar now.
Yeah.
You know, now that we're grown and we've like settled into like who we are, I wouldn't be shocked if we like vibe now and since we're grown. All that to say, Anonymous, I wouldn't be shocked if you part ways, and if you leave things open, if you guys come back together and end up friends still. But sometimes people need room to grow and try new things. And if that growth and experimentation that she wants to go through doesn't vibe well with you, that's okay for you too, to add space too, because both are fine. Like both can exist at the same time and be okay. If she wants to experiment and try new things and explore life, good for her. She's allowed to. That's her life. If you don't like that and you don't want to be around that, good for you. That's your life. Both of you should be allowed to do that. So I think what it comes down to, since this is your life and we're focusing on you and we're Team Anonymous here, I think what you need to do is decide how much you want her in your life. Are you willing to put up with the experimentation and hearing about all this stuff and putting in a lot of effort and not receiving much back? Because it sounds like this is the chapter she's in right now. It doesn't sound like she's going to be giving much. You can have like some kind of conversation where you like vent and say like, hey, like, I feel like I'm trying here and you're not doing much. She could receive it well, she could not. So I think you need to sit with yourself and kind of see like what you want from that and what you're going to accept from her, and then decide if you want to have that conversation or not, or if you want to just kind of like put a little space and just let it be. Either one is great. I know you're a non-confrontational person. I probably at that age wouldn't have the conversation because that's where I was at that age, and I probably wouldn't have said anything because I definitely didn't with my friend. I'm sure she would have appreciated it.
Yeah.
Looking back. So if you feel comfortable doing so, I would recommend having that conversation, but I understand not.
I have shared so many times on this podcast, so I'll try to say it in a new way or just keep it brief. But I am one of those rare people. Like, I'm pretty much still friends with every friend I've ever had except for like one or two. And there was kind of like bigger circumstances that happened that made those friendships kind of like fall apart. But I think like really young, I was able to recognize like the shift that happened, and also how much worse that went when I tried to hold on for dear life for things to like stay the same. And I think that I'm saying I because every single person has a different skill set or a different, not even skills, because not even like one is better than the other, but a different like language, right? That they speak and like how they relate to other people. And I have the ability to internally talk with myself and come to grips with like where relationships are and know when I need to like give or take back access. And so there have been friends that have gone down like a selfish chapter of their lives and are like, I've experienced the same thing, like partying so much, making choices that I don't necessarily agree with. And I needed to kind of take a step back. And sometimes I'll have the conversation where I'm like, hey, like, this is just too much, like, whatever. Other times I've just kind of within myself been like, you know what? I'm not going to invest as much. I love this person. I hope this swings back. I hope that we find our way back to like a new norm. But for now, I'm going to just step back. And I almost take away the ability for them to like hurt my feelings. So if I text them, they don't respond, I'm like, nah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
If I see them and they're acting a fool and I'm like, okay, like I've kind of tapped out, like I'll be like, I'm so sorry, I have to get up early and I'll leave. Like, or I'll go and I'll see them. And even though they're like talking about ridiculous and things and doing whatever, it becomes more just entertaining because I'm like, dude, you're a hot mess. Like, and that we have our hangout and then I move on to my life. Like, it really depends on where you're at. The only thing that stood out to me is you said something about, or should I protect my peace? So if it is impacting you and you need to make like a bigger line in the sand, by all means do that. But I do think like she's already pulled back. She's not making effort in texting you. She's not like making you feel loved and like whatever. So for me, I would kind of take a second to like mourn the loss of the friendship we had. And I would give myself space. I would start investing in other friendships that are also investing in me. And then I would just kind of like let it be. Like put your hands up and just say it's going to fall where it's going to fall.
Yeah.
And that might lead to a confrontation. Hopefully it doesn't. Or it might lead to like years down the road, you look back and you're like, dang, like I don't really know what happened to us, but like we're both completely in our own life. And I think either one's okay. And when you take a step back to kind of like let relationships become what they are, there's like a freedom in that. And I think that's why like I'm still able to, I just talked to a friend and we were like, when is the last time we hung out? And it was like 4 or 5 years ago. It was like the last time we talked. But there was no bitterness. There was no like, oh, you had a baby? Well, cool. You could have like called. There was just like, catch me up on your life. We had so much fun together. We were like, we should do this more often. Will we? I don't know. Will we not? That's fine too. Like there's just this way where I'm more protective about who I invest in. And I invest in the people like Ash, like my sister-in-law, like my family. I invest in the people who show up for me and that are my core. The other friendships I let fall as may. But right now, you're still giving this girl core energy when she does not deserve to be a core person.
And let me just say, the older you get, the more comfortable you'll get with drawing those lines in the sand. Like, I think this is the first example that you're experiencing of having to be like, I'm not being treated well.
Yeah.
What do I do with this? And you're having to think about it because this is new. This is, someone close to you. And let me tell you, like, this is going to happen throughout life. And I bet even if you open your eyes right now, there might even be someone there who's willing to and maybe even wants to step into that best friend role that you probably haven't even seen because you've been so focused on getting everything from this one friend. And the second you kind of like let go of this one friend, you'll probably see that person. Like that's how life works. And I think God puts multiple people in your life for a reason so that when one person is going through something, you'll have other people to fall back on, because no one person is able to fulfill you. Just like Jackson can't make me 100% happy. I need a best friend. And then I need another best friend. And then I need my sister. And then God knows I need my mom. Like there should be multiple people in your life to help you for different reasons.
For sure.
So open your eyes, go look for someone who can also be another best friend and maybe put a little space between you and this girl because she put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But thank you for writing in. This is a good reminder, I think, to a lot of us to put space where we need to.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and get into my story. Speaking of needing space.
Oh,
someone else does too.
Who did it?
This one is titled, He Needs Space, but How Long Do I Keep Holding On?
Ugh.
He.
Triggered.
He.
Triggered.
Hi, Ashley and Taryn. My name is, I think is how you say it. I'm going to guess. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. And I would like to say anonymous. Well,
I know. Literally.
And I would like to say anonymous.
I'm waiting and I'm like, watch, it's going to be anonymous. And then she just spent this
anonymous
whole time.
Read the sweatshirt, Ashley.
Read
anonymous.
the sweatshirt.
I'm 26 years old and I live in Belgium. I've been a fan of the pod since day one and I still look forward to it every single Monday. I'm creative, sensitive, a perfectionist, and I care deeply about the people around me.
I love that.
Same. I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend, Ben, for 27, sorry.
I thought you were going to say like 27 years.
I was about to. I literally was about to.
First like senior writing.
I literally was about to. I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend, Ben, who is 27 years old, for almost 3 years now. We met on Tinder in December of 2022, and we started living together in my apartment in February of 2025. We've shared a lot of love, laughter, and memories. When it's good, it's really, really good. But we've also been through many ups and downs that have slowly worn me out emotionally. From the beginning, we were very different. I'm calm and introverted, and I find peace in quiet things like drawing, reading, walking, or cozy nights in. Ben is the opposite. He is extroverted, social, spontaneous, and loves parties, handball, and gaming. Those differences were charming at first, but over time, they started to clash. I often felt like I was the one trying to pull us back into connection by doing activities for him, like going out when I wasn't really feeling it, or trying to push him to do something that I find fun, like going for a walk in nature, or playing a board game, or just spending time together. In the first year of our relationship, we had several trust issues. Ben struggled with trust because of his ex, who had once kissed her best friend. And I struggled with trust because I found out he'd been messaging other girls, calling them pretty, and hiding it from me. He also had an album on his phone with explicit photos of other women, even some girls that we both knew personally.
Woof.
Yeah. It broke my heart, but I chose to forgive him because he promised it wouldn't happen again, and I believed people can grow, and I truly loved him. Then another year later, things took a turn. Ben was struggling mentally. He had to quit his university studies, which shattered his confidence. He fell into a depressive period and shut out everyone, including me. I tried to be patient to show understanding and support, but he just kept pulling away. During that time, I found out he'd been talking to a girl he once cheated with in a previous relationship. He lied about it, telling me he was with a friend, but I eventually discovered the truth. I was devastated, and I broke up with him. But after some space and a good and long talk, we found our way back to each other. I thought we'd learned from it, that the hard times were behind us. After that rough patch, we started going out more together, and for a while it felt like we'd reconnected and were in love all over again. But some issues stayed. Ben loves to party hard, staying out until 6 or 7 in the morning. Yikes.
Okay.
I thought
that
2 or 3 was late.
Dude, the other day we were gonna go
6
line
or 7
dancing.
is like the sun is out.
No, literally, we were going line dancing, and it's not cool to go before like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
At like 9 p.m., we were all like, I'm so tired.
For real.
I'm tired.
For real. But like
we, us millennials, where are we millennials?
yeah, we're millennials.
Us millennials put in our freaking hours in the club. First of all, you didn't wear heels like us. You didn't wear the mini dresses we did. You didn't walk into the club with makeup, leave with sweat.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know our lives.
It's like cool to wear. It's like cool to wear sneakers now, and I'm like, damn.
And it's
that
cool
would've
to
been
just like vibe. No, we went in. The AC was not on most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
We can't see where we are. We leave with like only one lash on. You don't know. You don't know what we freaking put in. We put in the hours, and we're tired. We are tired. We're just tired. Okay. So give us some time. Give us a minute.
That tangent needs like its own little like reel, because that has like nothing to do with the story in any way.
Wait, what were we talking about?
We're talking about
going
being out until 6 or 7 in the morning.
No, well, because back in the day we would.
6
Now,
or 7 is wild.
I can't.
6 or 7's wild.
I can't anymore. Back in the day, it was hard for me to go home. Now I'm like, it's hard for me to leave.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, I like dancing, but I'm usually worn out around 4. Still, girl, you're putting in that is long enough. When that happens, I just want to go home, but he almost never wants to leave early. So I often end up going home alone, or I push myself to stay out longer just to be with him, even when I'm exhausted the next day. It also happened a couple of times that when he went out, he never came home at all. He fell asleep at some random after party, which left me worried sick all night. Fast forward to this year, in August of 25, I went through my own rough patch. I was diagnosed with burnout from my job in an advertising agency, and spent 2 months at home recovering from that. It was one of the hardest periods of my life, but also one that gave me clarity. I realized I wanted a calm, stable future, a home, a family, and a life that we'd build together. I thought we were on the same page because we decided together to start looking at houses when I was feeling better. But right when things started to get real, she adds in parentheses that they had found a house that she could picture a future in. He shut down again, and he became distant and cold and uncommunicative. For 2 weeks, we barely spoke or touched. When I asked what was going on, he said he was doubting our future, that he wasn't sure I was the woman for him anymore, and that he didn't know what he wanted in life. He told me he worries that I'm not mentally strong enough for the future because I had burnout at a young age. Okay.
The way my freaking
He had the
I'm
same
about to
thing,
Hulk
though.
out. I'm about to Hulk out because I know you are not telling me that the same Ben that has cheated on her multiple times, has photos of people they know naked, has done all of the things that he has done. I know that you are not telling me that he is saying, I don't think you're mentally strong enough for a future with me. I know. I'm pissed.
I might not be able to handle the stress of having children someday. His family agrees with that view, apparently.
I'll kill him
Dear
all.
God. Hearing that from the person I love the most broke me. I've worked hard on myself, learned to set boundaries, and care for my mental health, yet he sees it as weakness. This week, he moved back in with his parents to figure out if he wants to continue this relationship with me, she put in quotes. I'm trying to give him space, but it's incredibly painful, especially when I get messages from his sister asking if he's with me or if I've heard from him after another night of partying, because his family is also worried sick when he doesn't come home for 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard not to see that as disrespectful, not only toward them, but also toward me. It feels careless, as if he's shutting out everyone who cares about him instead of facing what's really going on. Reading all this back, it might sound like he's the bad guy and I'm the victim, but I know I'm not perfect either. And I know that my need for control, constant communication, and perfectionism sometimes pushes him further away.
The way I want to just reach through the computer and just push your lips together and go, shh. Are you kidding?
No.
Anyway, finish the story because I'm getting riled
We're
up.
putting a pin on that.
I'm getting riled up.
We're putting a pin in that because we're going to wrap this up because we need to sit you down and have a talk. I care deeply, and sometimes that care comes out as pressure, something I'm still learning to manage. Right now, I don't know what to do. I want a partner who's sure about me, who sees a future and gets excited about it, not someone who keeps pulling away every time life gets hard. Exactly, Anonymous, exactly. Part of me wants to wait and give him time. The other part of me knows I can't keep putting my own peace and self-worth on hold for someone who isn't sure he wants to be here. That's a good one. Let's highlight that. So my question is, how do you know when to keep fighting for someone who's struggling and when it's time to let go for your own peace? Well worded, Anonymous. Thank you for taking the time to read my story. Sending love from Belgium. Taryn, go for it.
I'm okay. I feel like the last few episodes I've had to be so blunt, and I don't like doing that. I like to be the gentle sister.
Then let me do a disclaimer.
Okay.
Because I think this helped last time.
Yeah.
Anonymous, you said you loved us from the very beginning. And that means you wrote in for a reason. And we love you guys. And we are Team Anonymous. We're literally wearing the sweatshirts.
Yes.
If you're watching on YouTube, we're wearing the sweatshirts because we love you guys. So we're saying everything that we're saying because we love you and we want what's best for you. And with that.
Okay.
Taryn, go.
I really need you to hear this. I've never wanted to just grab someone and hold them and I hope you hear this. This is not the man for you. This is not for so many reasons. And I never use definite statements like that, but I wish that it's so clear that you're in this very warped view of reality, because the fact that at the end of all that you said to him, and this, mind you, we're not hearing all of the things that happened. You just gave us a quick playlist, right?
Mm-hmm.
after all of that and after the way he's treating you right now, you are still coming to his defense to say that he's not the villain and you've also done things. Whoop de freaking do. I don't care what you've done. I don't care if you are naggy, if you push him, whatever, okay? What is happening right now is this is a man who does not respect you, who does not think about his actions and how they could impact you. This is someone who I'm not sure even like really loves you in like a healthy, great way. I think he has demons he's fighting, and I don't think he has the ability to love a human in the right way. He will not stop hurting you. This cycle is not going to end. The fact that him taking space to think about if your relationship is okay and he's disappearing for 2 days, like, babe, he is not being faithful right now. I'm telling, like, I would bet the freaking farm on it. This is not a cycle that eventually ends and gets better. This is a cycle where he's gonna continually do what he wants, yet make you feel like somehow at the core of this, you are to blame.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that you have got to stop. Like, he's out doing what he wants. I think this is your moment where you take back control of your life, you mourn, and then you move on. But when you fight so hard to keep something in your life that is constantly causing you pain, I think you forget the difference between having your leg amputated with the right tools and having your leg amputated with a kitchen butter knife.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what's happening right now. It's going to be a painful process, but like if you just give the swift blade, cut it off, start to heal, you're going to experience such a full life. But right now you are letting yourself go through this torture daily.
Mm-hmm.
And I think enough is enough. Like, this is not someday if your future daughter came to you telling you that this is the treatment they were getting, what are you going to say? Like, what are you going to think? Like, you do not deserve this. You do not deserve a man who is going to weaponize your struggles as a reason not to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but like, that is nasty ick behavior. And I think you need to be done. I really do. And I love you. And I want to fight for you in this because you're not fighting for yourself. And I get it because he's put you down a few pegs. I get it. But if you can't fight for yourself, let us fight for you in this moment and say that you deserve 1 billion times better.
And we're 100% in your corner, hyping you up, because I can already tell by the way you're writing, and even by the way that you're even like protecting him. Like, I can tell you're a good person, and I can tell you're a hard worker, and you're like wiping his slate clean every single time. It sounds like you have so much love in your heart, which again just reiterates the point that I'm trying to make here. I think you are an incredible person, and I think you have such a beautiful life to live. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that you're about the same age, like 27 was his age, so I'm guessing you're about the same age. You have so much life left, and I think he's just like this giant burden that's holding you back from living your life. And I've seen this in person multiple times in my life. Unfortunately, these types of people, unfortunately, in my experience, have all been men, have this tendency of clinging on to these incredible women and somehow forcing them and manipulating them into believing that they're incapable or they're the problem. And it's so tragic because from an outsider's perspective, I can see how talented they are. I can see how smart they are. I can see the potential. And with the people in my life that I've seen this happen to, the second the guy was cut out from their life and these women decided to live their own lives, get their own jobs, take the risk, they soared. Why? Because the burden that was on their shoulders finally fell the fuck off, and they were light as a feather and could finally fly,
Yeah.
And I foresee that in your future because that's what happened to them. And what you're writing is so similar to what they were experiencing. And I think it's going to be hard, but I think it might not be as hard as you think it's going to be.
No, and I think you need to hear, like, even, I found out he's hanging out with a girl. He cheated on his previous girlfriend. Like, this is deep within him. This is not like, I mean, we've all dated guys that have hurt us in a way, and we're like, okay, if this continues, like, not it. Like,
1 strike, 2 strike.
Things that we were like, oh, I'd dump a guy for that. But when you're in it, you're like, you see the humanness of it, and you see that it's another person struggling with their own stuff. And there's limits to that, though. But he has more than crossed those limits and done it multiple times. Then to come back and disrespect you with making you feel like you're not enough, I just think like that's not a person for you. And as someone who has struggled with mental health, I'm telling you right now, there's nothing that puts you deeper in a struggle than people who weaponize that.
Yeah.
And I think you need people in your corner who can hold you accountable, but also like support and push you and help you to see the potential you have, not like put you in like a cage and then make you feel like you put yourself in it. Like, I just think that there's so much in your story. There's too much to continue in this journey.
Yeah.
And I want, like what Ash said, I want that freedom for you. I want you to find your new peace and not to fear the temporary pain from like a lifetime of committing to someone who's going to keep hurting you over and over and over.
Something I don't think you mentioned is your family or your friends.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess that you haven't told anyone. I could be wrong, but if you haven't, I need you to tell a best friend or your mom or your grandma or somebody that you're close with immediately.
Yeah.
Please. That's your homework. Even if you don't do exactly what we said, you have to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Because you need somebody there who knows what's going on to at the very least, have someone in real life be in your corner and talk to and vent to and at least like have by your side.
Yeah, because you need people to hold you. I already know. I've seen this. I've seen this film before. We all have. You're gonna stand up and say, you know what? You're right. I don't think we're right for each other. I think it's best we move on. He's gonna throw a tantrum and gaslight the crap out of you about, oh my gosh, but it's this and we have so much potential. He's going to tell you everything he wants to hear. He's going to push hard. I'm not moving out, whatever it is. And you need people in your life that are going to remind you of all of the things before. And just be like, he's saying this stuff. It never lasts. It never is what he says it's going to be. Like, you do not deserve to be with a person that disappears and does like, you don't even know what he's doing. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like,
and
no.
I'm so glad you wrote in, but we need someone IRL to be like, girl, you know?
Yeah.
So tell someone immediately and maybe even like reread your letter so that you can hear out loud like all this stuff that he's done.
Yeah.
Hopefully even hearing this out loud is like really like flipping a switch because he's not treating you with respect.
This.
He's not treating you with love. He's done it too many times.
I've said this so many times. Like, I would rather be single for the rest of my life than be with someone who puts me through like that turmoil.
Honestly.
Or I watch my friends that are in terrible relationships just wither. And I think like the fear of being alone, the fear of something ending, like, again, that's going to be temporary. But committing to a lifetime with him is going to be nothing but turmoil.
That is fine. That should be our next merch. Just a t-shirt that says, I would rather be single forever than,
disrespected.
We say
like
it too many times on this podcast. But thank you so much for writing in and trusting us with this because I realize that that's heavy and that's difficult to hear. And again, I really just want to reiterate, we're saying all of this with so much love from the bottom of our heart because we want what's best for you and we want you to succeed and we want you happy. And we want you to find someone who actually loves you and wants to imagine a future with you with so much joy in his heart and someone that actually respects you.
Yeah, agreed.
So again, thank you for writing in. and do your homework.
We need an
go tell
update
someone
immediately
Oof,
too.
Yeah. If you have an update, please write it in.
Immediately.
Would love that.
Well, let's go ahead and end with a dad joke. And I have to say this dad joke because my mom sent it.
Your mom is so active.
My mom, she sent it, so I have to do it.
Right.
What did the mama cow say to the baby cow?
Mama cow said, I mean, it has to be like moo something.
It's pasture bedtime.
Ah, that's good. All right,
Thanks,
guys.
Mom.
If you made it to the dad joke, you already know the drill. We love you the mostest. Reminder, we have merch out. And if you're a Supercast subscriber, you get a discount. So go shop our merch right now. It's super cute. It's chocolate colored and we're wearing it right now. And it's super fun and cozy and perfect for the holidays. An excellent Christmas gift. If you know anyone who is a UA listener. If you have a story and you want to write it in, all you have to do is email it to us. What's our email, Taryn?
Advice unsolicitedpod@gmail.com.
We love you so much.
Love you. Bye.